Hey y'all, welcome back to Primetime Superfans Media. It's your favorite internet auntie, Auntie Joy. So it looks like that the NFL has gotten down to the bottom of this ridiculous prank that happened to Shedeur during the NFL draft while he was streaming. If you don't know, someone called Shedeur in the second round of the draft right before the Saints were to take their 40th pick, and they pretended that they were the general manager for the New Orleans Saints, Mickey Loomis, saying that they were going to select Shedeur as the next pick. And then they just hung up the phone and said, oh, you're going to have to wait later, and just hung up the phone and started laughing. And then they had the audacity to actually post themselves making the phone call. It turns out it was the son of one of the Atlanta Falcons coaches and his college buddies in his dorm. Here, take a listen.
Hey, is this Shedeur? Hey, this is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, dude. Waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
This ain't gonna be nothing to do.
Yeah, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Oh my God! He funny!
And so the Atlanta Falcons issued a statement saying that Jack Ulbrich, the 21-year-old son of defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, unintentionally came across the draft contact phone number of Shedeur Sanders earlier that week with the intention to conduct a prank call. So how can you unintentionally come across a number and then intentionally take it to conduct a prank call? And so supposedly the coach was not aware of this, and he was very upset, and they don't condone this type of behavior, and they demanded that Jax issue a statement personally to Shedeur. And so then Jax issues a statement saying that he made a tremendous mistake, and what he did to Shedeur was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. It didn't look like they were ashamed in that video, the way they were laughing. He goes on to say that, I'm so sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. That's for sure. He says, I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. This is absolutely baloney. He intentionally did this, and he can't imagine messing up his moment because that's what he actually intended to do. But let me tell you something. This is why I love the Sanders family, because they are so resilient. You cannot shake their positive outlook and their positive attitude. I was just absolutely overwhelmed with the way that Shedeur handled this situation. Here, take a listen at his side of the phone call and what his response was.
Hello?
You got that call?
Yeah, what's going on?
Ready to go!
Say it one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Ready to go!
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go!
What does that mean?
What? What did he say?
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone?
You heard that?
You said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Why did he call? What the fuck?
Hey, that's fucked
I don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though.
It was private.
Did they just troll, bro?
It can't.
Man, he just got trolled, bro. They tripping now, fam. Now I'm gonna crash out, bro.
And so despite such a nasty prank, Shedeur downplayed the impact, saying that, it didn't really have an impact on me. I think, of course, it is childish. And of course, I feel like it was a childish act, but everybody does childish things here and there. And that just goes to show you, like, the kindness, the heart of this young man and his family. And of course, Shedeur did go on to be selected in the 5th round with the 145th overall pick by the Cleveland Browns. But I swear, this has been like such an emotional draft. Like, I was so excited about it. Have been looking forward to this week since, their last bowl game, and just following along with them like all of us do. And this was just so horrible. And it just, along with the way he was treated in the draft, just was another layer of how awful this was to him, and how hard it really must have been. And I'm just so proud of him and just the kind of person, the kind of heart he is. And I just think he was absolutely misunderstood, he and his father. So I just wanted to share that and share my perspective. And, I really hope the NFL does take action against the Ulbrich family, because, his father has a responsibility to secure his work information. I mean, you can't just let, work-related information, just leak out. This was a security breach, and he and his son need to be held responsible. So I just hope they really, follow up and take action against them. Let me know your thoughts. Some people don't agree and just trying to say it was just a prank by a young kid, but I don't think so. He intentionally hurt Shedeur and his moment. And I just wonder, like, how did he know that Shedeur was not going to be selected by the Saints? That just makes me wonder about this whole fiasco and how the NFL treated Shedeur. And was there collusion going on? Because how did he know that Shedeur was not going to be selected if he was at his dorm in Berry College and his father would have been supposedly at the Falcons organization at their headquarters? How would he know that Shedeur wasn't going to be selected by the Saints? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Primetime Superfans Media. Please let me know your comments, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.